There we go.
Alright, ready?
Good catch.
Alright.
Calling that was like midfield traffic, windshield left downwind, stress level returning base for parallel runway 600 indicated.
Good, feel it out, feel that weight. So we're about 23, that's pretty good still.
Okay.
As we're in the wind. So we're just gonna kind of face this direction for now until we get our clearance and everything, just to allow the wind to help us as much as possible, okay?
Okay.
So when you're ready, we want a right crosswind departure, just say right crosswind departure to Livermore, okay?
Okay. Hayward Tower, helicopter 809 Fort Quebec at helicopter park with like a right crosswind departure with uniform. I didn't hear anything you
He
said.
didn't say anything yet.
Helicopter 809 Fort Quebec, Hayward Tower, wind 28010 up from the 2992. Right cross from departure approved, taxiway Alpha Echo Cliff takeoff.
Right crosswind departure clear for takeoff 9 Fort Quebec.
Okay, good. So you're clear. Go ahead and pedal turn to the left.
Skyline 9 Whiskey Mike. Turn right at Delta.
Okay, you can go ahead and take off from here so your tail's clear.
Right Delta, ground point 487 Whiskey Mike.
Good, so really concentrate on just kind of barely getting that wind introduced. Don't raise that collective. You're clear on everything else. Good. Good, letting it rise. There you go. Big giant bird. Get out of our way. You're clear, right?
Okay.
Good, and we're just going to aim straight down through here.
Okay.
And you're going to maintain this heading until we get a frequency change, okay?
Okay.
So I'm inside for a second.
Okay.
You're climbing out just like normal. We're climbing 6022, climbing to 800. Radios have been kind of acting weird. That's ATC actually.
First 940, runway 28 left, cliff free option.
Yeah, that's clear for the up there, 66970.
Good, so we're pretty much out of the traffic pattern area, so now we can kind of go off to the left just a little bit, and we can climb up to about probably 1500 to clear those mountains for us, or the hills, or whatever you want to call them. They'll be calling for a frequency change here soon, so be listening for that.
Eagle 7 frequency call, correction, Eagle 6 frequency change approved.
That's us?
No, he said Eagle 6.
Oh.
I wish it were Eagle 6. So do you see out in the distance about 1 o'clock, the doghouse? It's like a white little structure sitting on top of the hills.
The round structure?
I think it's, yeah, it could be brown or white. I don't know. It's the, if you look along the hill crest there, you'll kind of see like a white looking building there.
Okay.
Okay, 9-4 Quebec, free change first.
Forget to change approved, 9-4 Quebec.
Frequency
Change.
approved, 9-4 Quebec.
Good.
Okay, it's like actually sitting on top of the hill, right?
Yep, sure is. So we're gonna fly towards that, okay?
Okay.
It's a beautiful day to fly.
Tower, Cessna 6407, hold short to the right crosswind, open transition.
Cessna 6407, A with tower, right cross on departure approved, runway 28 right, cliff, take off, fly towards Litchi Bow.
Right crosswind toward Litchi Bow, 6407.
Some of these houses are just amazing, like crazy.
I'd like to cross this hill at Delta with left turn out to the east of the point.
Thanks, Dallas, in 65610, over Sentinel Golf Course, and right left approach, to the main.
Good. You see the little white building over here?
Make straight in,
That's
runway
the
28 right,
doghouse.
cliff, 3 mile final for landing clearance.
Right, right, for 3 mile final, just 65610.
Okay, Trap 5, understand you want to go cross midfield?
Yeah, they would like to cross midfield for left turn out.
Trap 5, roger, cross midfield, traffic upwind, correction downwind in the tower pattern is Cessna 600 indicated. Cross midfield, cross both runways, taxiway Alpha, Delta, cliff, takeoff, wind 2907, altimeter 29901.
Trap 5, roger, coming up.
Is it cold with your door off?
Yeah.
No? Good.
Not to me, anyway.
Yeah.
Cessna 970, runway 28 left, cliff the option.
Yeah, that clears what I've been fixing out, just 977.
Yeah, you have to remember I live out in the armpit of hell.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Gets hot. It does. It really does get hot. But this weather lately has been amazing. Like the 75.
Cessna 087,
Perfect.
contact Oakland Tower 118.3.
83, seal bed, 6407, thank you.
So at about your 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, there's a lit tower, kind of blinking a strobe at the top, but it's a lit tower
okay,
there.
I see it.
Good. So we'll just make sure we'll pass it, and we'll actually pass with the tower on our left.
On our
So
left.
as we get closer to it and everything, we'll veer right, and the tower will be on our left.
Okay.
Good. Just make sure you don't go above 2,500. I don't want to get into any Bravo airspace or anything.
Okay.
So.
5 for exchange group. Okay.
Awesome. So when we get over this last set of hills here, the boundary will be the hills on one side, and then there's a highway there. I don't know, it's like the 608 or whatever. 680. We're going to make sure that we don't cross that. Those will be our two boundaries. We'll play plenty of room in between there, and we'll play in there. You might get a little turbulence because of all this, you know, hills and everything through here. So just watch your airspeed and everything, but it should be completely manageable on there. There's that tower I was talking about, so we're going to stay to the right of it. This last set of hills here that we're coming up on, that'll be the last part, and then we can get into our area of play.
Okay.
So, quick review. What are our 3 parameters before we even do an auto rotation that we have to have set up?
We need to have 60 to 70 cruise speed.
Good.
We need to be at altitude.
Okay.
And we need full carbine.
Good, full carbine, and minimum altitude of 500 at least, right?
Yes.
Good. So during the auto rotation, what are the 3 things that we need to look at and call out?
Outside, rotor speed, airspeed.
Good.
Cessna 900, runway 2 left, close to the option.
Left, clear for the option, 66970.
Wow, that house has like the best view. You can like face out and see all that. It's like $1 million view.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's got its own, looks like a guest house and another guest house and...
Yeah.
Crazy. So the winds have been coming from the west generally all day, so we're going to keep heading this direction. That way, once we spin around at the golf course that's coming into view down there, that big green, we're going to spin around, head back towards west, and then we'll start our auto rotations from there.
Okay.
I'll demo the first one, and then we'll roll right into it.
All right.
Hey, we go, 65610, 3 miles down, 28 right first.
Cessna 610, runway 28 right, clear to land.
28 right, clear to land, 610.
Perfect. I have the controls.
You have the controls?
I have the controls.
Okay.
So, if you would please go ahead and get my carb heat for me.
Full carbine.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and climb just a little bit, give myself some wiggle room. I am cleared down below left, clearing as I turn, looking all around. There was a drone out here earlier.
All right.
It was crazy. It was like this little white airplane drone just flying around, but it was much lower than us, but that doesn't make me feel comfy when we're doing auto rotation, so something to be looking for. All right, so are we within our parameters?
Yes, we are.
Okay, everything's set up?
Yep.
Good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and we're going to enter, and we're going to talk through it, okay?
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1, down collective, right pedal, attitude, keep it the same. We're calling out rotors, airspeed, spot, rotors, airspeed, spot, rotors, airspeed, spot, rotors, bird, airspeed, spot, rotors, airspeed, spot, rotors, airspeed, spot, recover. I'm going to crack it to 80, let it take it. See how it's taking a little bit longer to get up there?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to do that, and then I can pull, because if I pull before that engine's ready, it's going to shoot those rotors right through the roof.
Yeah.
So now I can climb out like normal. Will you push my carb heat down, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
There you go.
And you have the flight controls.
I have the controls.
You have the controls. Go ahead and climb us up.
Okay.
And you can make a swooping left turn, so that way we can get back to east and come back west.
Okay.
Clear.
The middle to the right.
Guess the bird just wanted to join the party there. And it kind of sucks because our trim string's, you know, snapped off right now, but as I'm looking at my spot, I'm also checking my trim, because that helps me, you know, register if my airspeed's, you know, right where I want it to be, or am I, you know, out of trim, which later we'll practice actually kicking it out of trim on purpose to shorten that glide distance that we want and everything. But for now, as I glance out to my spot, we're checking, make sure we're in trim as well.
Okay.
Cool, so we're climbing to 2,000, head towards the golf course area, and then we'll spin it back around and it'll be your go.
Okay.
So, first thing is that collective down and then that pedal input.
Okay.
Maintain that heading. We don't want the nose to dip because it's a natural tendency when we push that collective down, the nose wants to drop with it. So hold that attitude, the heading, which will control your airspeed just the same.
Okay.
Once that's happening and the collective's full down and you've got that attitude established, then roll that throttle off. Okay, remember it's not all the way as far as it'll go, but just to that stop point and hold it there because it'll want to creep up and turn on a little bit.
Okay.
Once that's done, then we get ready for that pitch pull because those rotors like to come up, so we get ready for that initial little pitch pull to catch them, keep them in the green, and then start calling out your stuff. When I call recover, crack it to 80. It's going to take a little bit longer, so give it time, and then I'll say, okay, now pull, and then you can actually pull the collective and everything from there, okay?
Okay.
So there's your 2,000. You're clear all around. Below.
Pulling carbine.
Good. Good. Don't lose your altitude too much. Keep it up in there. You're descending. There you go. Good. So go ahead and get your airspeed and your altitude back a little bit. There you go. Looks good.
Ready?
So are we within parameters?
We are within parameters.
We are within parameters. So take your time. It's not like a, you know, don't throw it down, but get it down there, okay?
Okay, ready.
And enter in 3, 2, 1. Down collective, right pedal, attitude.
Okay.
Good. Call it out.
Rotor speed coming up.
Good. Keep calling it.
Airspeed outside. Rotor speed, 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 airspeed outside.
Recover.
Rolling on.
Let it take it. Let it take it. Wait for it. Pull.
Okay. Pull on.
Good. I've got your carb heat for you.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. We'll climb up to around the yellow, or I'm sorry, red, the red buildings there, and then that's when we'll make our swooping turn and everything.
Okay.
So, very good auto. Everything was very controlled. You weren't rushed on anything. You didn't, you know, stare at one gauge and let everything else go to hell. You did very good. It's nice when things are slowing down, isn't it? Like, you're actually like, oh, okay, good, I'm in control of this, so, yeah. I loved it when that happened, too, because when I first started autos, it was, what?
Oh, the first time they ever showed me one, scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, yep, I did, too. Same here. When they first started explaining it, I'm like, you want to turn what off? You want to turn the power down? What? Yeah.
When I try to explain it to people, because they have a problem with the concept of a glide in a helicopter. It's like, well, no, it actually, I always try to do the whole thing like when you're a kid, you have the straw with the propeller thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, and say, you know, there's still somewhat of a glide. You know, it's not powered.
But it still works. Sure enough. That's a good example, actually. I should use that.
So we want 2,000 feet again, right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay.
Good. So at the beginning on that one, on the pitch pull and everything, just a little bit more on there. You saw I kind of barely push forward on the cyclic just to stop it initially. Okay. So just be ready to catch that after we, you know, get it down, get the attitude set, throttle off, get ready for that initial pitch pull.
Okay.
Okay. When all your parameters are set and met, we can head towards the west and we'll do it again.
All right. So my lights are out, my gauges are green. Pulling carb heat.
Okay. You are clear left, below, and all around.
Alright.
Good. So don't let yourself drop so much this time. You can see that your power's really low as you're turning and it's causing you to descend a little bit. So there you go. Bring in that power as you're making the turn. Because just like a car, if we were turning and we took our foot off the gas, we'd naturally slow down, right?
Yeah.
Same thing in a helicopter. We're going to slow down. We're going to descend naturally if we don't bring in that power during a turn. Once we get out of the turn, though, we can lower it back down a little bit.
Okay. Speed up a little bit.
Cool.
Alright, our parameters are met.
Alright. Get
Gauges are green.
set. Thing looks gravy.
Okay, ready?
And enter in 3, 2, 1. Down collective, right pedal. Good.
Okay,
Call
rotor
it.
speed coming up, bump, outside.
A little more, a
Rotor
little more.
speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside.
There you go, keep
Rotor
going.
speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside.
Good.
Rotor speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside.
Recover.
Rotor speed, rolling up to 80. Outside, we got it.
Do. And now pull.
Recover, pull it.
Got your carpet for you?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I really don't know why it is taking so long. Maybe it is because we're heavier, but it was doing that even earlier when we were almost half a bag of gas or less. So I'm going to ask Wayne about that.
Yeah.
Because if we were really flaring and everything, like really close to the ground, I wouldn't want to do that. You know, it's just taking that too long to come back and everything. But for training purposes out here right now, it's doing us well. So you are clear left and all around.
There was a little change on power when we did the magneto check.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
I don't know. I'll make sure and let him know. He's out golfing today, so.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Cool, so we'll climb to 2,000 again. Everything looks good. I have no issues with that on there. So this time, what we're going to do is we're going to shorten our glide distance. So we would need this in instance of, you know, maybe we pick this spot directly right underneath us and, you know, normal glide would actually push us way out there.
Yeah.
This time, we're going to purposely take the aircraft out of trim, but we're going to feel and listen to the wind around us at what 60 to 65 knots feels like.
Okay.
Okay, because once we turn, you know, it out of trim, we're not going to be able to read airspeed anymore, right? Because the pitot tube's out of the ram air pressure on there. So we're going to purposely kick it out of trim, increasing the amount of drag that's happening, and instead of gliding nice and far, we're actually going to just kind of fall a little bit shorter down. So it's going to shorten our glide distance tremendously on there. So this would be used if we needed to go to that spot right there. We just kick it out of trim, our glide distance is severely reduced on there, and then after we do this one, we'll climb back up, and then we'll do S-turns, and you notice how long that one takes, and it doesn't work as effectively.
Okay.
But I like to give you tools for your tool bag, that way if, you know, instances occur, you have multiple ways to do things, just in case something happens. So,
Okay. So the lights are out, gauges are green, I have fuel, full car heat.
good, you're cleared down below, left and all around.
Okay. Left, middle, right.
So during this one, we're going to do everything the exact same. You're going to have all the flight controls,
Okay.
except once we get established and everything's, you know, great, you're going to feel me on the pedals, and I want you to let me have those pedals for a little bit, okay? Because you're just going to kind of push with me, and I'm going to say, okay, now push right pedal, and you're going to keep pushing right pedal until we're flying sideways, basically. Okay, you're going to be looking out the window here, still calling out your stuff, but you're going to notice that you're going to have to kind of move your gaze a little bit as we do it, okay? So go ahead, your parameters are met.
Alright.
Everything looks good.
Okay.
We're going to enter in 3, 2, 1, down collective all the way down. Right pedal, good. Get that attitude set, pitch pull, pitch pull.
Pitch pull. Airspeed outside, rotor speed, airspeed outside.
Good.
Rotor speed, airspeed outside.
So now we're set.
Rotor speed,
So you're going to feel me pushing. We're pushing it out. We're still going towards our spot. Keep pushing.
Speed outside.
Now we're shortening our
speed,
glide distance right now.
outside.
Now we're falling straight down, still looking outside. Everything looks good.
Okay.
See how short we are? We're going straight down.
Yeah.
Now we can recover back through.
Okay.
Good. Now recover.
Roll the throttle. Alright. And pulling.
Yep, pull. Good. No different. The only thing we did, kicked it out of trim.
Okay.
So you saw that instead of a nice glide rate, all we did was we were just falling much, more vertical, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of a nice glide distance. So cool. Next time when we come back around, and you're clear left whenever you're ready,
Alright.
we're gonna do kind of just gentle S-turns. We might get 1 or 2 turns in, and then that's about it.
Okay.
Clear. Good. So again, on that initial pitch pull, just a little bit more this time.
Okay.
Still getting just a little close in the yellow and a little bit high on there, but that's okay. We're adjusting. Once we get that though, you nail all your stuff. I mean, it's perfect. So. We're gonna do so many autos today, you're gonna be sick of them.
No news is bad news. I haven't got an update from the north.
Clear left.
Clear left.
Middle, clear right.
And below looks good.
Alright. Extra out.
Traffic management unit now.
Car
Look out and see what's going on.
Okay, I got traffic up high.
Yep.
Okay. Just keep an eye on. I see another helicopter over here, but no factor. He's gone opposite direction. I'm just trying to figure out what that is and where it's going.
It's like a jumbo jet.
Yeah, it does. Alright, cool. Everything else looks good.
Alright.
Everything's in parameter. Slow up just a little. Just a little airspeed off. There we go. Slowing it down. Perfect. Alright.
Alright.
Everything else looks good. So remember that initial pitch pull, just a little bit more, okay?
Alright.
Alright. Don't pick up too much. There we go. So enter in 3, 2, 1. Down collective all the way. Attitude the same.
Do the same.
Good. Alright, we're good. Keep going.
Okay. Outside, rotor speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside.
Good. So keep slowing
rotor
it.
speed, airspeed.
So now we're going to
outside.
gentle left,
Rotor speed, airspeed, outside.
gentle
rotor
right.
Speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed, airspeed, outside. Rotor speed.
Good. Now correct
airspeed.
forward
Okay. Outside.
and recover.
Okay, rolling up to 80. Got it.
2, 3. Okay, pull.
Pull and collective.
Do. Awesome. Climb up. We'll go back. We'll do another just normal enter so that way we can really nail down that initial pull on there.
Okay. Clear
And
left,
you're
clear
clear
middle,
left and all around.
Where's Wayne golfing at?
I'm not sure. I know he was taking his sons out, but I don't know where he's going. Hopefully we're flying around him right now. Do you like to golf or anything?
No, not really.
I'm not good at it. I'm a softball kind of person, I guess. My swing's all messed up for golf.
Yeah, if it's anything even remotely golf, miniature golf.
There it is.
Baseball used to be my game, and then I got into running, and then I'm having some plantar fasciitis issues now, so.
That hurts.
The longest I've ever ran was 20 miles.
Holy crap. At one time?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was training for a full-on marathon, and then the injury kind of kicked in and screwed me up.
Wow.
Alright, so my lights are out, my gauges are green, we have fuel, I'm pulling carbine.
Okay. You're clear left.
Clear middle, clear right. So the other side of the freeway is Livermore Aerospace, right?
Yep. Have you been over there?
No.
No? Well shoot, we might buzz over there then. Good, so during that turn you took out a lot of power and it made you descend a lot. You lost almost 200 on there, so go ahead and bring it on back in. There you go, okay. Even back out.
Alright.
So, when you first start, get that collective full down, okay? All the way down till it stops you, okay? Are your perimeters met?
We're a little slow.
Okay. Picking up airspeed, there you go. Aircraft's in trim.
Alright.
Alright, so you set that attitude.
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1. Down collective, right. So get ready to pitch pull. Pitch pull.
Pulling.
Good, much better.
Airspeed outside. RPM is airspeed outside. Rotor speed, 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 airspeed outside.
Recover.
Rotor speed, rotor speed up. Up. It does take a minute to catch, doesn't it?
It does,
Okay.
and now.
Recover.
Good. I've got your carb heat.
Thank you.
Yeah, just a couple seconds longer than I feel comfortable with, but...
Yeah, it seems like closer to the ground that'd be of submergence, eh?
Yeah. Here, clear left.
Okay. Clear middle, clear right.
So that initial push down, we're going all the way down, setting everything as we want, and then you saw how much, especially it could be because we're so heavy right now still, that's why we have to pull so much higher than we're used to on here.
Yeah.
We pull to stop that trend, and then we adjust as needed on there. On this time, what we're going to do is we're going to get to altitude as quick as possible. That way, we're going to enter the auto rotation facing this direction, and then we're going to kind of 180 turn as we go. So watch your airspeed, keep it at 60, or yeah, 60 on there. So we're going to enter the auto rotation, get everything established and set before we make our turn.
Okay.
Okay, so everything's going to be locked on, and then we'll start making our turn as needed.
Okay.
You never want to start turning unless everything's set, because that's just going to throw everything off and make it 10 times harder to control.